Duh, 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 duh.
Is that the theme music?
No, I'm like
That's our theme song.
I'm trying to, like in in a book, whenever you've got like 3 asterisks in the middle of a page, and that denotes like a break in. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing now.
Silence.
Hello and welcome to One Track Hivemind. That's what we call it. Is this the first? No, this isn't the first time that we've been able to say that, I guess, because last time we did, because we only came up with a name like 4 or 5 episodes in. So I think Dawson just went back and edited all the previous ones to say, like, in like a text-to-speech voice, if I recall correctly, which is really funny.
Yeah.
But so we'll introduce ourselves real quick and then just talk about. Oh boy, I'm so happy about this one. Hi, my name's Jen. My pronouns are she, her.
We maybe should have decided on an order to go in first.
Well, you spoke up first, so you're going next.
Yeah, okay. I'm Jack. I am Jen's brother, and I use he, him pronouns.
All right, what is up? We're going to save the best for last, which means Sarah for last. But I'm Nick. I go by he, they, she pronouns.
I'm Sarah. I go by she, her.
Cool. All right, we're
Swag.
established. Dawson, cut through all the silence and confusion there.
No,
I know you can do
Dawson,
it, buddy.
edit it into like a
believe in you.
supercut of a bunch of confusion. Just have that be the
Actually,
intro.
yeah. Do the
There should
opposite.
actually. Oh my god. Okay, so I was just thinking about this. It'd be great for podcasts like Blink 155 or whatever, where they're popular enough that they've got like a Patreon, where one of their Patreon extras should be a supercut of everything that got cut out. Just
Oh,
all
God.
of the like awkward silence, confusion, and like racist things that they probably shouldn't have said.
20 minutes of just solid, just really rough stuff.
20 minutes of dead air.
But you're paying for it, so. Okay, do you want to introduce the song?
No. We'll do that. We'll do that later. That's
Okay.
we need to jump into the song by usually making a stupid pun, and then I insert it like a YTP.
So you're saying we have to find a reason to get into the song?
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
you're spoiling it.
I didn't spoil anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, so you said you had something you wanted to talk about to start us off.
Well, it was about the song is the only thing. That's why I mentioned it.
Oh, okay. We'll do it later then. Right now, we
Okay,
can
yeah.
just talk about What was I talking about literally right before we started? It was.
We were talking about Burger King mayo
We were
guns.
talking about
No,
McDonald's.
after that, like I mean, like literally, like a minute and a half ago.
Fuck.
It
To be
was
honest, I can't remember.
when we were bantering.
Banter.
Fuck, what were we talking about? I'm a goldfish.
Dawson, cut this.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be giving like auditory instructions to Dawson, because normally I can just tell him, here you should put in the like this picture or this GIF or whatever. But I'm gonna have to he's gonna come back and he's gonna see like 20 fucking random GIFs and videos in the Discord channel. He's gonna
It's
be
gonna be a
confused.
mayo gun for some reason.
There's the mayo gun. I thought they were salt shakers, but they're not.
Oh, the
No.
last image I sent is mustard and ketchup guns.
That's what
Yeah,
Jack told me,
those-
but I
hey.
thought they were like the big salt shakers that I see them using on the fries.
No.
The AccuSalts. Yeah. Those
The
are
what?
great. They're called AccuSalts.
Why?
Because the way it works is like you turn it over and it dispenses a predetermined amount of salt out onto the fries.
That's yes. We had to use
Yeah.
one of those at the BK.
McDonald's has a lot of weird shit going on.
Yeah, those dispensers of condiments, which I guess hopefully are being shown on the screen right now. If this even makes it in, hopefully not. Those at Burger King were mounted on the wall above the sink.
Oh.
I bet that sink just looked lovely.
Your ketchup bottles there, it was terrible. I hated it.
That's
Luckily for me, they couldn't make me do dishes because I guess I was too young to do dishes, so I never had to do them.
Oh, that's great. I remember doing dishes at like
we were
16, suffering because I was allergic to all the food and they weren't sympathetic, and I ended up my arms were like so inflamed after a year that I had to get a doctor's note from a dermatologist that I had to stop being on dish duty.
Jen would come home and her arms would look like she was attacked by a bunch of tiny little bees that were also made of like Alfredo sauce. And oh my god, she had this pink jacket that she always used to wear, and it smelled like an Olive Garden's asshole.
What the
God, I remember that jacket.
God. It was a
That
fit, but
fucking.
the jacket was just the worst.
Do you know where that jacket ended up?
It's not in any of your boxes here, so
No, I know where it is. It was rhetorical. So I gave it to Desiree when I moved to college. Last I
Yes.
heard, she burned it.
Nice. See, we call that moving on.
Damn.
I like how you said last you heard, like maybe there's some new development since she burned it, like it came back.
It's possible she's like keeping a
back.
jar of the ashes like on her.
Yeah.
I think that's
And then,
exactly
you
what
know,
we're doing.
every year on your anniversary, she takes it out and pees on it. It's normal. Yeah, it's funny. You said it was gone, but I'm looking around my room and it's in my closet right now.
No,
In,
that's
like,
got to be a different
jacket form
jacket.
or ash form.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Jesus
I
Christ!
was
I was
making
gonna
a
say
ghost joke. That jacket's been burned for 20
for 40
years.
years.
You gotta understand that my only
Welcome back to One Track Hivemind Technical Difficulties. On this week's episode, Discord crashed yet again. Enjoy some sweet anime tunes while we get it back on track. Thanks, guys.
I'm putting my faith in you, Craig.
I'm putting my faith in Craig too. Let's see what Craig
You got
says
this,
in
Craig.
my
I
email.
believe in you. Let's go,
I
Craig.
will record up to 6 hours. Yeah, I know, bitch. At least
You're
do
not
it
acting
this
like
time.
it, Craig.
Yeah, you record up to 5 minutes and then bail because we talk too much about McDonald's mayonnaise.
Craig wasn't having it. Let's just not talk about McDonald's mayonnaise, and then Craig will be fine.
Okay, so
We were talking about the weather in Mexico City and how Sarah's mom's car is a sovereign nation and it's an embassy.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I think that anybody that talks about McDonald's mayonnaise goes on Craig's, like Craig's list. Like he has a list where he crosses names out, and of course
Yeah.
it's called Craig's list.
ooh.
I
No,
know.
actually, it's called
I tried.
Facebook. I don't know. He managed to get it first, I guess, but it's called Facebook, except the K is replacing the C, and it's like a soft K,
Damn.
Oh, like the Frank Ocean and
like Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Facebook.
You know, I was just telling. I had this girl. We were together for 3 years.
Anyway,
so today we're going to be
what's
talking
the
about
difference?
Ocean Avenue.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Craig and the rest of us?
I'm not a fucking bot.
No.
No, Jeff. What's the difference between Craig and the rest of us?
Wait, hold on.
Okay. Go ahead, Sarah.
No, I was just gonna say, is Craig human or is Craig dancer? That's the real question.
Boo.
No, just think of it. Look, think about it. Damn. Okay.
No, I get
see
the
how it is.
joke.
Tough
No,
crowd.
I know you get the joke, but I'm saying think about it. It's a deep philosophical question. You know.
Boo.
Boo.
So,
Okay.
the difference between Craig and us is wait. I just realized my joke doesn't make sense. Okay, the reason
See?
I was
Come on,
It-
man.
it
That'll make
just
it
like-
better.
Boom. Transition. We have transitioned. We're talking about the reason, and I'm sorry, Jack. So this is our Jack is our guest this time around. He introduced himself earlier. This is my little brother. He wanted to be on the podcast, and he requested that we do admit it by say anything, and instead I gave him the reason.
No. To be fair, I gave you a couple of suggestions. The other one was
Carlos Santana Smooth.
it was Smooth by Carlos Santana because I wanted to talk about how it's just a very horny song, and yet they still play it at my place of business.
Well, yeah, but you could say that about a lot of songs.
I guess not this one though.
No, not this one. This song is
This one
like
is
so
decidedly unhorny.
It's decidedly like nothing. It's
Yeah.
so innocuous to the point that it's like the quintessential adult contemporary radio hit kind of thing.
I guess.
Although I guess we'll get into that later. It's really inoffensive.
There's nothing on Genius lyrics about it.
About what?
About
the reason.
reason.
It's just
there's
so
nothing on
Yeah,
there.
there's nothing.
I checked
yeah.
earlier. So We got our work cut out for us.
We gotta add some annotations ourselves.
I
So
guess so.
we could do that. We'll do that. I have like on Genius they make you like have a certain amount of, they call it IQ, which is like your like user points before you can add anything. So what I'm saying is, it's like you need to watch, Rick and Morty or whatever before you can start adding annotations
Yes.
and editing lyrics.
How do you
But
get them?
because I had to do that for a bunch of stuff on the label, I've got enough to make edits and stuff, so I can just go in and start adding annotations
Oh, nice.
to Hoobastank.
You guys smell that? It smells like a Hoobastank.
So what I was gonna say is, the compromise that I gave you is at least this song came out in the same year, 2004.
As
Wait, hold
Say
on.
anything.
Genius says this song came out on December 9th, 2003.
Oh wait,
So
it
he's
does.
really lying.
Maybe they released it as a single ahead of the album, but the album was 04.
Okay.
I know that for reasonably certain.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait.
I have Wikipedia open on the Hoobastank discography, so let me put your ass on blast here.
Am I wrong?
Well, on Genius it says 2003, but let's.
Yeah, the album, because it says that Genius says that the song came out the same day as the rest of the album. So like
was
it
a
wasn't a
worldwide
single.
release.
Well,
Kind of
okay, so Wikipedia's got even more conflicting information here because it says that, oh no, hold on, I was looking at the.
I'm seeing release December 9th, 2003 for the album.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not fucking
What
kidding
did you say
you.
it was?
You're right.
Jen said it was 2004.
Wow, I don't know where I got that impression, but
It's pretty 2004. I could give it to you.
no,
I mean, it's
feels
like
really 2004. Yeah,
it's like
I wonder was
what,
it on
21 days away from being 2004.
was it on any of the Kids Bop CDs? I feel like it had to be.
Oh my god, it was. It must have been.
Let's see.
They were on That's What I Call Music 16. Yeah, The Reason was on Kids Bop. That's What I Call Music 16.
Oh
on
no,
July
it was on
27th,
Kids Bop
2004.
6, which is the same one that has Ocean Avenue.
I only recognize the Kids Bop early albums by their album art because I was a little baby when we listened to them, and so I know them by image. So like,
It's the zebra one.
yeah, it's the zebra one, and then the 8 had the 8 ball. 7, I don't know, but I know we listened to 7 a lot.
7 had like a Nick splat on it, but it was purple.
Let's look it up.
Like you'll know immediately when you look at it.
Oh, the one with that looks like the Klasky Tsupo logo.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like old Nickelodeon.
Why is the 7 all fuzzy?
Oh my
It's got like
God.
texture to it.
I'm like looking at the track list to the Reason album, and this is like so. Do you guys know who Ian Watkins is?
No.
I couldn't tell you.
He featured on the second track. He was the front man of a band called Lost Prophets, but then it came out that he was doing like horrific. Like he's probably the most canceled artist I can think of, even more than like Burzum. Like if you look at his
Wait,
Wikipedia
what?
page, the first sentence is Ian David Carslake Watkins is a Welsh convicted sex offender and former singer-songwriter musician. He was I'm not going to go into the full detail, but there's like a whole thing that you can read where like a fan of the band assisted him by using her child who was like 1 year old for sexual activities with this guy, and he like laughed it off in court and just said it was funny.
The fuck?
So this is like one of the most horrible people I can think of, and he's on this album.
What do you mean?
Oh
Is he
boy.
like? Is he one of the recording artists, like one of the studio artists, or what?
No, I mean like he's featured on track 2. It must be like a vocal feature or something. Let me look at
Which is Let's Get It
group
Started by the
vocals
Black.
on Out of Control.
Oh, wait, maybe we're looking at different ones. I'm looking at 7.
Wait, are you looking at Kids Pot? No, I'm talking about Hoobastank.
Oh, I was so.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
Oh, that would be
Intro,
so
people,
much
that's the
worse.
intro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I've not like physically cringed in such a long time, but my entire body just recoiled at that.
That's really rough.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's
was
so
like,
bad.
What's he doing on Kids Bop?
I don't.
I don't want to know.
So okay, so now we're talking about the album "The Reason" by Hoobastank, yes?
Yes, the album. I'm just mentioning that on the album, that's what that is. The reason of the song is track 8, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but it's like the only song they have that even sounds like that.
Yeah, Genius makes a point of saying that, like, the only thing Genius says, because as we mentioned, there's no annotations of the lyrics, but the description, they don't even have like a what did the artist say about this song section. But the like description for the song says, it says what the song is about, and then it says like it's the only pop rock song in their discography. The rest are like alternative rock or something, is what they say.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even. Okay, so I'm looking at the Genius page also, and what you just said is like in that same box, it says that it peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Top 100 because number 1 was Burned by Usher.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Poor
Okay, I'll read
guys.
more. Okay. I was wondering where you were seeing that, but you have to click read more.
Yeah. And then I like how the first paragraph to that description is like more eloquent than anything in the song. It's like the most poetic anybody's ever sounded talking about the reason. It says the 8th track of Hoobastank's 2003 album of the same name, and the second single from the album, The Reason, is a pop rock ballad about someone who regrets harming a loved one in some way and hopes to atone for his shortcomings.
Walt has to make a decision.
They've performed this song about 1 billion times to the degree that there was an extra like anniversary version or something just last year where they all got together and did it acoustic. And I feel like this is a real definitive kind of one-hit wonder song for the 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that the guy who produced this song apparently also produced a bunch of Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Wait, really? Was it like Rob Cavallo or whatever his name
Nah,
is?
it's this guy called Howard Benson.
Howard Benson.
But if you look at his production credits on Genius, it's all like his page on Genius. It's all early My Chemical Romance songs, basically. Also a Skillet song, but
Damn, that's pretty
It's
eclectic.
about the same band.
yeah.
So for some reason,
God, do you guys fucking remember
Genius.com is
Skillet?
telling me that I am the only person viewing The Reason by Hoobastank, which I know for a fact to be untrue. So someone's got to analyze and maybe tweak these heuristics a little bit to make this correct. Maybe it's like a Stack Overflow kind of thing, where so many people are looking at The Reason by Hoobastank.
Yeah,
that it rolls over.
exactly.
It just
becomes
defaults and
negative.
says 0.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what's happening.
Oh, there's a Vitamin String Quartet cover. That's awesome.
A what?
You know the Vitamin String Quartet? They release like 20 albums every year, just covering popular albums and songs.
Yeah. Okay. The word vitamin in there really threw me off.
I guess I'm putting emphasis in the wrong place with that sentence. The Vitamin String Quartet.
Yeah.
No, I want to see a vitamin quartet now. I want them
Yeah.
to play vitamins.
Well, I was thinking vitamin water.
Like
Maybe kind of
when
a
is
Blue
Matt
Man
Most
Group
gonna make an
thing.
album where they just sample vitamins?
There was a vitamin water promotion with The Reason.
No, yeah.
There was.
And I just want you to drink vitamin water.
Okay, so let's just go around the room real quick and say,
The reason is vitamin water.
yeah, that is the reason that my bones are so healthy. Okay, let's go around the room real quick and just have like everybody say, had you heard this song before? God, I hope you had. What's your experience with this song, etc. Let's just start with Babbitt and go down.
Okay, so today was the first day that I'd ever listened to this song.
Boo!
Shut up! All right, it's gonna be a recurring theme across multiple episodes. Better
I
get
don't
fucking
know
used
how
to
this
it.
could possibly be the first day you heard this song when I never shut up about it.
I like knew about like Hoobastank in general, but I knew next to nothing about them because every time I saw the word Hoobastank, my brain just kind of like turned off and just kept on thinking how dumb of a fucking band name that is.
I mean, it is kind of a dumb
The
fucking
first
band
time
name.
I heard about the reason, the main thing I could think of was, why the fuck is their name Hoobastank?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would rank that like bottom 10 band names of all time. That name fucking sucks.
I have
No,
to
I
agree.
agree with you completely. It's like just a terrible name. I feel like
Nonsense word.
No, it's a nonsense. Yeah, I even thought it was like when I was younger. I remember loving the shit out of this song, probably because of Kids Bop. And I still was like, I would wince at it every time I listened to it, just because I thought the name was so like weird and gross. Like it just sounds like a sweaty dude.
Yeah.
I'd
Like
agree
that's the
with
name of the
that.
one
Yeah.
dude at the bar who just crawls and like is a total chaser and like hits on you for being trans. You know,
Damn.
Yeah, you know, a total Hoobastank, am I right?
he's a fucking yeah.
God,
No,
this freaking
exactly.
Hoobastank over here. My gosh.
Well, we should put that. We should get that on Urban Dictionary. I bet that they just like would leave that up there.
I'm gonna go and see. Let's see. Anyway, keep talking, Nick.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. So I listened to it once, and then I was trying to like formulate opinions on it. But as soon as the song finished, I could not remember a single goddamn thing about it. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm gonna in a couple minutes listen to it again. And I listened to it 3 times, and it was really difficult for me to remember anything because it felt like nothing happened in it whatsoever. That like made it memorable to me. Like every time I listened, I was just like, wait, what just happened? And I just like it kind of just like deleted itself from my mind, which might be because they're named Hoobastank, but I don't know.
Okay, so I just checked Urban Dictionary. Top definition for Hoobastank. 4 words. An extremely mediocre band. The sentence that goes with I love that this is also just after the album came out. This was written in 2004.
Damn.
The sentence that goes with it is I've listened to all my good music and I don't want to listen to bad music, so I'll listen to Hoobastank.
Got
It's
him.
the perfect middle ground.
No, it's not even a middle ground. Like I don't know. The song sucked, honestly.
Oh,
I did
wow.
not like
yeah.
it.
Just
I
coming
didn't
out
like
swinging.
it. I am swinging. You know.
You didn't like it.
I did not love The Reason by Hoobastank. I'm
Well,
sorry.
okay, there's a difference between love and like.
I didn't like it either. I didn't love or like it.
Okay, you and me, we're going on a road trip. All right.
What if you
I'm
loved
it
but you
down in
didn't
my
like it?
car.
What if I
What?
What if you loved it but you didn't like it?
I didn't love it, like it, anything in between.
No.
will
I
say,
know. But I'm thinking of like the situation where a theoretical situation in which you love it but you don't like it.
That's me with
Like,
a lot
how
of
do-
music.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I could say it's true for a lot of things. Like
It's like a guilty
I
pleasure.
think Jack said that exact thing about The Caretaker.
Oh yeah. In my big long stupid paper, I said I hate it, but I hate it because it's just very good at what it does, and I hate the emotions it incites within me. But
I
as
guess-
a piece of art, objectively, it is, very fantastic and moving and blah blah blah.
I would agree with you. Yeah.
And Hoobastank is the exact opposite because it's very beautiful and pretty sounding, but it evokes nothing. Okay, no, sorry, The Reason, not Hoobastank. I haven't listened to the rest of them. Maybe they're really good.
Man, the definitions after that first one just get way worse. The second one, this is 2005,
Mhm.
and it's misspells the word wiped. It says whipped. But the rest of it is when you are having sex, quote, doggy style, unquote, and all of a sudden you smell something. Parentheses, if one of the people, no, just one the people had not whipped themselves very well. That smell is super stank.
Yeah.
and then the example is just it is not a good smell.
Doesn't even
And
use
also
the word.
good and smell, you can highlight them to see definitions of those.
Like, what's good? What's the top definition? What's the top definition for good on Urban Dictionary?
Looks like okay with remaining the same content.
Acronym standing for gormless, overbearing, opinionated, and depressing. What?
Urban Dictionary be wildin'.
Urban Dictionary is like pretty much never correct.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, except in this place when they're talking about them being a mediocre band. I'll give them that.
Also, it could apparently also mean if you hyphenate it as Hooba-stank, Hoobastank is a dirty, stinky, sweaty vagina. That bitch needs to shower. She has Hoobastank. Thank you, Philomena, February 22nd from 2006,
much.
the year of our Lord AD.
I don't know if I buy into that. I feel like this
You
is just people who are like upset about the band existing. So they were like, haha, let's just write about genitals.
I kind of agree. I think that's exactly what happened.
I mean, isn't that what Urban Dictionary does for like everything?
That's
That's pretty true, honestly.
Wait, what? The 8th definition that's showing up for me is a band that is compared to Incubus by people who don't actually know anything about either band. What?
That's true. That's very true. They were both on the Halo 2 soundtrack, and I think they toured together around that time. Because they both kind of have that like weird hard rock, alt metal kind of thing going on, I guess.
Oh, number 13 is a band that has sucked so much cock that their name has now become a choice word for penis. Man, Long John
Jesus.
Silver has the biggest Hoobastank
Relentless.
I have ever seen.
What year was that?
That was in 2005. I was 3 years old.
Okay. So, the time of internalized homophobia. I feel like whoever wrote that is probably a trans girl now. Or like a white supremacist
Shout
or
out.
something. It's the one or the other pipeline.
Well, it's that image with the crossroads, you know.
No, right, exactly. It's you either become a trans girl or a neo-Nazi.
Wait, this is the only definition they have on the entire website.
What?
For what?
For like,
Oh, you
if
mean that
go
person,
on their,
like that user?
Yeah, that's what I
If
said.
you go on that user, yeah.
Do you guys want to get a Hoobastank neck gator and mug?
No.
Do it.
I would burn.
I kind of want the Hoobastank.
I mean, I can't really talk. I've made some questionable music-related purchases, like for memes, for
Don't
memes'
you have the
sake.
fucking damn autograph vinyl or some
Yeah,
shit?
no. So I have an I think my 3 main like meme vinyls in a way. I have an autographed copy of Damn. I have the Peppa Pig album on vinyl.
Well,
Oh,
that's
I-
not a meme. That's just
Oh.
good music.
And
but
no, that's slaps. And I also have the Club Penguin EP on CD as well.
also just good
Wait,
music.
you have the
The
Club
only
Penguin
meme-
EP?
Yeah,
What's
what
on
the
it?
fuck is it called? I know it has the dubstep puffle track on it, and that goes hard as shit.
Did Omnipony do that? Is it canceled now?
Yeah, dubstep puffle's fucking canceled.
God damn it.
No,
I've
it's
got a-
Club Penguin.
Sorry,
The
go
party starts now. I'll send the link to
Oh.
the Rate Your Music and Pog.
All right.
I've got-
I think I know what you're talking about.
I've got plenty of like stupid, absurd music meme things, but the one that always jumps out in my mind because it's the one that people love so much and associate with me is the Joy Division shirt.
An old
I'm
classic.
actually God. I look down at my body. I'm wearing a Joy Division knockoff shirt. That's not a joke.
Oh no!
It's like-
I mean the shirt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like, I just-
the shirt
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
shirt. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, I kind of want that. Is that like official merch or is that
That was that's
Is
from
that
Urban Dictionary.
Urban
You can
Dictionary?
like
Okay,
get,
I wasn't sure.
yeah, you can get merch with just the word on it, and I just
I
thought it
want to
was
know what the Hoobastank official merch looks
Good.
like.
Hoobastank.
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 It's very understated.
I want to
kinda
get
like
a
it.
Joy Division shirt. Honestly,
Officially licensed merchandise from Hoobastank. You want a Joy Division shirt? I think I got it. I got it for my God, I want to say I got it for my 19th birthday from a friend of mine after I had just gone back from summer vacation to my apartment in California. And I just got a Redbubble package out of nowhere, and it just had a little thing, and it said "Happy birthday! I got you what you wanted the most." And I've never been happier about a birthday gift in my life.
amazing.
So I'm on the Hoobastank website, and I'm so glad I could finally find my new homepage.
What does it look? Oh, there's I'm just looking at a merch store that popped up first. What's the? Oh, okay. So we've got 15th anniversary edition available now. Is it on vinyl? Can I get a copy of it?
Let's go to the shop, find out.
Vinyl and merch.
Is
Let's
there-
go.
Yeah, wow, there it is. Sold out though, or
Is
maybe
it dead?
the 15th anniversary LP isn't, but the collector's edition LP is.
Oh, so it's a very interesting. I wonder what it's going for in Discogs. You imagine if there was a really crazy
$7.99.
collector's market.
Discogs monthly article of highest selling most expensive item or something like that is Hoobastank the reason $10,000.
God, those articles piss me off so much. Not that
Capitalism.
no, not in that sense. I just mean I'm looking at it and I'm I can't believe somebody paid $20,000 for a first press of like Led Zeppelin 2 or whatever.
This is the second time Led Zeppelin 2 has been bashed on this podcast.
I mean, the only ones that make sense to me are the ones where it's like literally nobody else has that album, like the when Prince the Black Album finally sold, and like that was the first time it had been like properly ripped and disseminated to the public, if I recall correctly. Like that was the first copy that made it out. But I mean, that was like $15,000 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
How much do you, if you think a legitimate copy of Godspeed You's Lights Fucked actually came up, how much do you think the top bidder would be like buying for that for?
First off, nobody would fucking sell that, but if they did, I mean,
yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's just a hypothetical.
Thousands.
I mean,
Definitely.
at that point, how would you know it's genuine?
Yeah, Jack, I don't know how clued in on this you are.
I
But
know
there
about
are,
Lights Fucked.
you do? Okay, yeah, there's like
Yeah.
33 copies or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like nobody's. If you put them all together in one room, the world will crack in two.
Yes.
They're incredibly powerful artifacts.
It's like the post-rock version of Chung King Can Suck It.
Yes.
Okay, so there is a clear vinyl edition. It's numbered, and I can get one on Discogs for $18. What's it numbered out of? 1,500. Oh, I get it, because 15th anniversary. Yeah. Oh, but Music on Vinyl pressed it? Man.
Do they suck or something?
They use like high-quality digital masters, and their pressings are good, but their jackets are usually really shitty and flimsy. And the pressings, like I said, are good, but they don't source from the actual like master tapes. They literally use publicly available like WAV files or like flats.
I love pressing 192 MP3s onto vinyl. Yes.
And I mean, there's some nuance into why technically with a good setup you could make that sound better than it would on digital, but only a tiny bit. I would feel weird paying a lot for that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like earlier when we were talking about that Global Communication album, 7614. There were pressings of that from Music on Vinyl beforehand that I held off on because I knew that there was probably going to be an official press from the band, and then there was. And, you know, first off, Music on Vinyl doesn't usually work with, like, the band almost never gets paid, so I'm assuming the band worked with them this time. But normally you hear, like, Music on Vinyl, they're like, they're official presses, but only in the sense that they go over the band's heads and buy the rights from the label instead, or license from the label. So the label gets money and the artist does not. So that's another reason I don't usually like their stuff.
Thank God Hoobastank's gonna get your money though.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank God. Where were we?
I think
we were just talking about Hoobastank merch in general.
Well, no, we were talking about like I mean, like in the general scheme of how this podcast is supposed to go.
Oh, right. I was saying how I didn't like the song, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't like the song?
No, it was very forgettable, which I cite the fact that I listened to it 3 times and I still remember like less than half of it probably. Also, 2 of the members look like identical to me, and I was really confused watching the music video.
Yeah, same.
Because I thought they were the same person, and I was like, there's no continuity to this music video, is there? But then on the third watch, I realized they're different people, and I was like, oh, that makes a little bit more sense, but I'm still really confused.
I was like, is this a weird metaphorical thing where like he's watching her and then she gets hit by a car and he's driving the car? But then I realized
that's what I thought too.
It's a different guy. But the guy that is driving the car,
Doug Robb, the legend.
He shouldn't have. Yeah, how does he look? I could tell them apart, but only very slightly, and it took me like 2 watches to figure it out.
It was the haircut that ended up tipping me off on the third watch.
Yeah,
because I noticed like the top, like mohawk, whatever part, like was a different color. I'm like, wait a second.
I feel like it's pretty obvious. I didn't know that was like a common problem. Evidently, like you guys are not able to tell them apart. I mean, I have like white people all look the same syndrome, sort of. But, you know, their haircuts made it pretty obvious to me.
I wasn't really paying attention to their hair. I was more paying attention to the fact that they were like breaking into.
Well, I guess it was also more obvious by the fact that like Doug Robb is, at least to me, I don't think he's white.
He looks pretty white.
Passing, if not.
I don't know. He looks pretty white. His name is also Doug Robb, so.
Doug is a pretty fucking white name.
Hi, the name's Doug, friendo.
I can't tell if this is a common Google search or if it's like listening in on me, but I typed in Doug Robb and the first autofill was nationality.
That's a little suspect.
Probably, yeah, that is a little bit suspect.
Half Japanese, half Scottish.
Interesting. I think I remember seeing that on his page, but I off topic, but I hate how because Amogus, I can't say like
Amogus?
sus or suspect anymore.
Damn.
It's
It
been
kind
a
of has to like ruin the word entirely.
When Doug Rob is sus.
He is
When
pretty
the
sus.
reason
You know
is
what's
you.
this is completely like anecdotal, but so my mom, when like my sister and I were growing up, my mom would used to say that like, like to say that stuff sucks. She would say like I don't know if y'all like, because we had like a few, this is kind of weird, but we had like a few like gibberish words that like she made up, and it was like, okay, this means this thing or whatever.
Like
And
Stuckworth.
like, yeah, exactly. And so she'd say that like instead of saying that stuff sucks, she'd be like, "Oh, that's sus." But then she would like make it into a noun, like, "Oh, this is sus," which means that it sucks. And like I grew up with that whole like, "Oh yeah," my mom was saying that's sus, that's sus. And then the Among Us shit started, and I was like, "Fuck."
Did your mom
Like,
like did you ever learn about that and then she stopped saying it? Or does she still say it and it like ruined the word for you whenever
so
she says
as
it?
we grew up, so what happened is that when I was growing, because this is like when like as far as I can remember, like ever since like as I was growing up, she was always saying that when I was 4 or 5, and I didn't actually know people use sus as short for suspect at the time. I found that out like um, 3 4 years ago that was a thing, and so around that time I started using it that way, like out loud around her, and so it stopped becoming a thing. She stopped using it as much because I found out, because my sister and I found out about like how people were using it to mean like suspicious or suspect or whatever. But then now it's even more like I grew up hearing my mom use this word like my whole life, and now it's just
That's wicked sauce.
yeah, exactly.
Wicked sauce. That's an amazing phrase.
That's wicked. God, that's yeah.
Also, while you were doing that, I was like just googling a couple of Hoobastank phrases out of curiosity, and apparently back in
Hoobastank
2014,
phrases.
yeah, like well, okay, so remember
looking for a
Weezer Cruise,
tattoo.
right? Do you remember Weezer Cruise? Weezer
No,
had a
what's Weezer Cruise?
it's a cruise
I
that
know.
Weezer
No, I
held.
know.
Oh, shut
I
up.
know.
Okay. Apparently, Korn and Hoobastank also went on a cruise in 2014 together, and this is kind of blowing my mind because I want to be on it.
Oh my god.
And apparently, it's $450 per person to go watch Korn and Hoobastank and like some other people on a Rockaholic Festival cruise.
That's just a couple letters away from alcoholic. So you know it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's most likely alcohol on the cruise at some point, or like every point, rather.
I think Corn would for $450. Corn better pour that alcohol into my open mouth.
No, the only food they have on the cruise is corn. You don't get anything else. You just get corn.
And everything
That's your
stinks
inside
like
nutrition.
Hooba.
It's just
Okay.
Yeah,
corn.
exactly.
Abik, what you just linked, the article about it, there's a comment that somebody left that just reminds me of something Jane or Sarah would say. It says, "Finally, they're processing corn into fuel to fill the Hoobastank."
Let's go.
That 100% feels like a Jane quote right there. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Another quote down there dovetails very nicely into a point I wanted to make, which is, it says, Hoobastank, maybe the next announcement is going to be a Chumbawamba reunion. I, for the longest time, could not tell those two bands apart.
Wait, really?
I think it's just because of their stupid names. Like, I know that they sound completely differently, but I never listened to either of them. So whenever I heard, like when I looked up the reason to listen to it today, I was like, hey, those guys that did that song called like Thub Tumping?
We should do a thumb thumping episode so we can talk about how Chumbawamba is actually like really cool outside of that. But
I mean, Hoobastank, in my opinion, is a worse band
I
name
was
than
gonna say, what's the
Chumbawamba.
difference between those two? I don't know if the person like likes both bands or hates both bands in that comment, and is trying to paint them both in one way, because it's just confusing to me, because Hoobastank is not what I think of as like a fantastic band, but I think Chumbawamba are fucking awesome.
Wow. Strong words for Chumbawamba.
They were like, I don't know how much you know about like their whole kind of character arc, like as anime
Well, I remember
protagonist.
you talking about that, like, in here, so in the server, so, like, I've seen, I've seen, everything you were saying, but, like, even before that, for a few years, I've known about, like, how they have the longest album title, right? The record for the longest album
Yeah, I mean,
title.
they did that, like, more in the 2000s, I think, but, like, their start in it was, like, late '80s, early '90s was they were, like, part of the anarcho-punk scene, and they were, like, actual hardcore anarchists who, like, actually followed the ethos, and they just got, like, more experimental and weird with the music, and first off, their lyrics were always pretty fantastic because, very leftist charged.
Wow, they have a song called Homophobia. Okay?
Yeah, that's actually a really good example of it. It's, like, all the way back in, I don't know,
94.
early '90s, late '80s. Yeah, whenever it was, it's, like, a song about the chorus is, like, "Homophobia is the worst disease." It's just talking about all
Right.
the people in, like, Britain who are getting killed because of fucking jackasses at the bar or whatever, who would beat people up for being gay and stuff.
That's another big difference between them.
That album goes the fuck off. It's
Uh,
literally
what
called Anarchy. It's great.
Okay, do you want me to read the entire title of The Boy Bands Have Won?
I mean, you can,
It's 156 words.
and don't. It
It's
beats
so
out the
long. What?
When the Pawn by Fiona Apple, which also has a long title,
On the pawn.
but is not nearly as long.
When the pawn hits the cuff, like, he moves like a king, when he throws the blows, etc. That one.
John, do you still remember Big Ball? Do you remember Big Ball?
Field tournament style, up and down on the
Down
ground,
on the
manja,
ground.
flanja, blanja, bunja, ishka,
Yeah.
babble, babble, flabble, doma, roma, floma, boma, jingle, jangle, every ankle, breaker, brack, a
Like
flank,
a
attack, a
two-tone
two-ton, rerun, free for all, big ball. Elliot asks
What
me
the
sometimes to do
fuck?
that.
Bars!
Yeah.
What did I just listen
It's the name
to?
of an
Yeah.
episode of Chowder.
It's Big Ball.
Like Rap God 2.
One of the I think that was probably my favorite episode of Chowder. You guys never watched Chowder?
Chowder? Dude, Chowder's sick.
Yeah, but
No,
that
yeah,
was one of the
that's
episodes.
an episode of Chowder. Is what
I didn't
said.
watch a lot of TV growing up anyway, but no, I never saw
Yeah.
Chowder.
Dude, the part in Chowder where like it goes to the like actual voice actors like talking in the booth, that part blew my mind as a kid.
Oh no. I remember what one of the gags was. They were like, we can't afford animation anymore, and so it just cut to
Right.
them. The
Yeah,
real
yeah, that's what I was
actors
talking
doing
Well,
about.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I was
monologue.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that gag, dude. It's so good.
I think the end of the Big Ball episode literally had they were like, "No, you're not supposed to win," and then like a giant Bowser like figure comes out and like tears off the screen, crumbles it up in a ball, and throws it in the trash. It's just like blank white, and then the garbage can there. He just like
Chowder
ruins.
I think Chowder was pretty ahead of its time.
No, incredibly
was.
so.
It was.
Do you remember the dad always thought it was stupid, and we were like, "No, look, it's actually really funny and smart."
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dad thought everything was stupid.
Dad did think everything was stupid. He thought I was stupid. He kicked me out.
Yeah, my mom would let me watch SpongeBob growing up because she thought it was stupid.
Well, because SpongeBob. Well,
Okay. Damn.
I think parents have a good reason to hate SpongeBob. It's because his voice now makes me want to kill myself. It's so bad.
You hate SpongeBob's voice?
I hate it.
Hate to see it.
I want to take my ears and I want to remove them.
Wow.
You should give him the SpongeBob. He deserves them more.
That's not even like
Got him.
I don't
He
know.
has
Honestly,
ears.
for me, that's not even like the most annoying voice on the show.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not specifically. Well, no, SpongeBob. You know him. You love him.
Sponge boy me, Bob.
Sponge boy, me Bob. I guess. Is it him? Yeah, I think so. I remember Mom used to always complain about it.
No, yeah, it was definitely SpongeBob that Mom would bitch about.
But
I mean, rightfully so, because I agree his voice is really obnoxious.
It's. I hear it now, and I just wonder. Like I know SpongeBob is/was/is good, but like I can't get back into it.
Really? Not even the like old good ones? And I'll still rewatch some of the old ones occasionally.
Okay, we might have to get back on track here because we've only gotten through one of our thoughts.
Okay, yeah.
We gotta get back on the
So Sarah, I think you're up.
Sarah, yeah. Tell us about Hoobastank.
Yeah, so I had never heard the song before today. I knew that I've known that when I started getting into music and like reading stuff about music online like 3-4 years ago, I found out that it existed pretty quick by like seeing people talk about like just music from that time. And so like I've known that it exists and that it was a hit for like a few years, but I never heard it or like knew how it went at all. Well, I knew some of the lyrics because you like you type the lyrics a lot, Jen. But like I never actually knew how the song goes at all until today. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this before, but like I don't like really hate a lot of music, so I definitely don't have like. I mean, didn't have like visceral, but I didn't like it much, unfortunately. But yeah,
He wasn't bumping it.
Man, you're all
Wasn't
kind of hurting
feeling
my
it.
feelings. Well, okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Feel-
Here comes the Reason Defense Force.
Enlighten us on
now you
why
get to
it is
sway
good.
us, and like now you get to change my opinion.
Yeah, this is
Go,
like
Jen.
Steven Crowder. Change my view.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go.
Except not like racist.
No.
Okay, so I definitely as early as being like 5 years old, or I think I was like 5 when the song came out. Yeah, I was 5 when the song came out, so definitely as early as then I can remember having liked this, or maybe like 6 whenever the Kids Bop 6 CD came out, because I had like the first 13 of those. I listened to those way too late in my life.
I was there.
No, yeah, you were there. We had sort of shared experiences, so the average age for when we both stopped doing things was kind
Yeah.
of prolonged a little bit. So I really loved it, and I remember, I think last week, I talked about my like first iPod Shuffle, like the little 512 megabyte stick. I had that song on it, and I used to just loop it over and over and over again. So it's been drilled in my head forever. And it wasn't until, God, I want to say, oh, I guess it would have been like last year when the new Neil Cicierega album came out that had Just a Baby on it.
Just a baby.
That I was like, oh yeah, that song exists and it's funny and it's kind of memey.
Wait,
But then I
wait,
went back.
wasn't there a thing where you like were memeing that song before the album dropped,
Was
or was
I?
that something else?
No,
'Cause
you're right. I was. That's right,
Yeah,
because I was like, there's no way. How is this even? I thought it was like such a weird coincidence. I gotta like go trace back and figure out why I started listening to this song again. But I like threw it on one day and I was like, oh my god, this like still totally bangs. Like it's like such a hollow, nothing, like completely inoffensive jam. But man, it's got like that same 4 chords kind of type beat going, and it rules.
I'd say that's a fair. It's like popcorn, you know. It's not very filling.
That is
but
actually
it's
so
because
accurate.
it's
I
pop
hate how
and
accurate
it's
that is.
corn. Damn.
Yeah,
Shut
'cause
up.
they were
This
on
is
a
Hoobastank, not corn.
But yeah,
But it is
fuck!
kind of
Shit.
it is kind of popcorn, because I mean they're normally like a new metal band or like a butt rock kind of band.
But
Okay, for a second, I didn't make the
super
connection that
pop.
you were talking about corn, and I thought you were saying Hoobastank's a new metal band.
They are
Wait, hold up, what the fuck?
like
everyone
besides this song, they're like new metal-y, like butt rock, like edgy Nickelback sort of sound.
like Sonic the Hedgehog fist bump.
Their debut has a ska punk secondary on it,
Oh, the basketball shorts record. That's right.
and a funk rock secondary too.
Can you
Well,
read us the full title of that album, please?
Oh yeah, I saw that title earlier.
they sure don't make basketball shorts like they used to.
Thank you.
And then
That's
is
the
that like a
one.
picture like the LA Lakers or something? God,
I couldn't tell you.
I think it is.
No,
Yeah, it's
and
like yellow and
also-
purple. That's the Lakers.
Also, they released this album under the name Hoobastank with a U.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
We gotta
Hoobastank.
dig a little deeper on this one.
Like
But then they
Hugh-
changed. Wait, do you think we can figure out why they changed the name? I want to know why they changed it from Hoobastank to Hoobastank.
I just want to know why they had the opportunity to change their name and then
Hobostank.
they didn't make it not Hoobastank.
They were like, no,
Could've
Hoobastank's
been
too. It sounds too good to change it to something too drastic. Let's just change a letter.
I would love it if they
um,
changed a letter of it every new album until it wasn't Hoobastank anymore. It's like a
So,
Shibboleth
like-
type thing.
last year,
Hoobastank and then
last
Hubbastank.
year I started listening to this song a bunch, for some reason, like just kind of pseudo as a meme, but pseudo just because I think it bangs. And so I would just start like exaggerating how much I liked it. to push it on everybody, just kind of because I thought it was a funny joke. And then I would do the same. Well, I mean, you could say I did the same thing with Careless Whisper, but I genuinely love that song, like so much. And whenever I started making mashups and stuff, I did a mashup of Careless Whisper and The Reason, and I called it Careless Reason. And I think
I remember that.
I think at least Careless Reason is like better than The Reason. It's not better than Careless Whisper, but I think it sounds better than at least The Reason does. So I'm proud of that. Link that in the description, Dawson. Please
Your
don't
own
cut
word
that out. Yeah.
Jeez.
Editor man, put that in.
Is that the end of your thoughts?
But I mean, yeah, I guess at the end of the day, I really do. I enjoy this song.
So I found out. I mean, there's not much information about this on the Wikipedia, but apparently the name comes from Rob mispronouncing a German street name.
Do you know what the original street name was, or
No, it doesn't. Oh wait, there's a source. Let me click on the source because maybe
Yeah.
maybe in this interview they say it. Oh, it was called like whatever the German name for Hooba Street is or something. But like they say Hooba Street, but I'm assuming it was like the word for street.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
that
it's
makes perfect
stank from
sense.
street.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah.
I did a little research before we started recording as to the name, and I also found it was on like bandnames.gov or whatever, just some random ass
Like how the government wants you to know.
it just said like the front man, whatever his name was, Doug Bowser.
Doug Robb.
Doug Bowser.
Dog Rock. He said that it doesn't mean anything, and they just like the way it sounds.
Who likes the
I
way
don't
the
know if
word
it has to do with
Hoobastank sounds? It sounds
I
like
think
ass.
there are 4 people in the world who like the way it sounds, and they're in the band Hoobastank.
But then why did they make up this? This is like how 100 Gex keep giving different stories as to where the name comes from in interviews.
Okay, but that's funny.
Yeah,
and this is
And also,
Acting
100
is
Gex is
weird.
a good name. Not like
Yeah.
fucking Hoobastank.
It is.
Debatably.
Oh, Jack, don't you not like 100 Gex?
Well, I have a fundamental disagreement with 100 Gex
Okay.
because I think the music should sound good on the ears, but you know, I'm preaching to the anti-choir here, so I will hold my tongue.
Good.
damn. Okay.
So as for what I think of Hoobastank's The Reason, I feel like I'm putting more brain cells and dedication into like putting my thoughts into Hoobastank's into my. Okay, let me try again. Dawson, cut that.
Dawson, leave
No,
it in.
Dawson, please leave that in.
Dawson,
Dawson,
leave it
in,
every
but make
single
it
time that we told you to like that we
double it.
said your name and told
Make
you
it
to cut
twice.
something.
This is gonna be
leave
like
all
a
that-
4-hour
go edit.
podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm putting more effort into tabulating and, you know, crystallizing how I feel about the song than they put into like actually making it mean something to anybody. You know? I guess if we're talking about how the musicality is, it's unremarkable but pleasant. It's nice on the ears. The lyrics are nothing at all. They might as well be speaking French to me from how much it meant to me. But
That was a good rhyme.
did it rhyme?
Might as well be speaking French to me for how much that it meant to me.
Oh shit.
Bars.
like the time
That's
that-
a new Drake song. That's what
Yeah.
Drake's put it.
Drake, The Reason.
Wait, what is Eminem? I bet Eminem is gonna sample Hoobastank one day. Like he sampled because he keeps having all these like fucking rap rock samples like a revival.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We're bringing it back.
Fucking
Remember when
Cranberries.
Eminem sampled? Remember when Eminem sampled? What is love?
Did he?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, on No Love.
Yeah.
That song is so bizarre that it even exists. The chorus is like Eminem sings it and he can't sing, but it's interspersed with like tuned up cuts from the What Is Love, but it's made to say like no love and like don't hurt me.
Baby, don't hurt me no more. Is it like really choppy and shitty?
That sounds horrific.
No, but see, that it's good because they have Lil Wayne on it, and You know.
Oh, okay.
That's fine then.
I see.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
Was it Lil Wayne or was it somebody else who our dad sat next to their mom on a plane one time?
That was Wiz Khalifa.
That was Wiz Khalifa. Okay, I always get those guys confused because one of them is Big Pittsburgh. I think that's Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa's the Pittsburgh one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one was Mac Miller. May he rest in peace.
Wait, what? Dad sat next to Mac Miller's mom
No,
on a
Mac
plane.
Miller's a Pittsburgh rapper.
I was like, damn, Dad gets around. So
He did get around, actually.
get around, round. At the end of the day, this is a song that I like when it's in my ears because it sounds pleasant, but I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, damn, the reason.
Be like,
See,
damn,
that's
I
what
need
you
to listen
think,
to The
but
Reason by
maybe you will,
Hoobastank.
and you'll be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe
And then
maybe
the
it's
reason, and then the song "The Reason" will be the reason for you.
Shut
It'll
up.
be the reason that you want to wake up in the morning.
It's gonna be the first. This is the first day of the rest of my life because now I know about the reason. I had heard it before, to be fair, but not often. Like I heard the sample in Just a Baby, and I was like, don't do first day of my life. I heard the sample in Just a Baby, and I was like, hey, that sounds familiar. What is that? And then I looked up the source, and I played it, and I
You mean the reason?
recognized the music, but not the lyrics. So that tells how great the lyrics are.
Well, the lyrics are just like you could swap them out for anything.
Yeah, that's what I said. They
They're-
could be speaking French.
They're
They could,
completely.
they could be reciting the Wikipedia page for how to make a pretzel. You know?
It could just be like lorem ipsum bullshit,
Yeah,
and
whatever
I
that
totally,
means.
you know, like filler text. Like look up lorem ipsum.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Laura. I thought you said
No, no.
Laura Mipsum.
Yeah,
was like,
I
who the
thought you
hell's
said
that?
Laura Mipsum. Like, who
Yeah,
the
who's
fuck is
Laura?
Laura Mipsum?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the fuck the definition of the word lorem ipsum is, but you said that, and I thought of that like one
Oh,
like
that
folk screamo record that Voman has been pushing on us.
it doesn't mean anything. That's the whole point. It's
No, the
like
whole point
random-
is that, yeah.
It's gibberish, but in Latin. And it's like
It's Latin
it's the
gibberish
first
that
two words.
is-
But lorem ipsum is the first two words of this string of text. They will be used as like default text that will be put on like things to see how a layout for something looks.
Okay.
It's usually like in like whenever you download a new PowerPoint template, it'll be in there.
Yeah, but
Okay,
like
I see.
every like template that you look, it'll have like lorem ipsum typed in that template, so you can see how it looks. It's like default text.
So what
Okay,
I'm
that
saying
makes
is we
sense.
should do a cover of The Reason where we just sing lorem ipsum, or like we don't even need to do a full cover. We can just do a vocal cover because the instrumental stems are out there because of Rock Band.
I mean, you could probably do it.
That'd be
You
sick.
can make Hatsune Miku sing it. That would make it better.
Yeah.
That'd actually be fantastic.
I'll make
You could
Nutra
fill
sing
it in with the words to the Chug Jug with You, and it would totally be the same song.
True.
No, because they would be better if they had the words of Chug Jug would be better.
Okay, that's true. A reason to start over new. I wanna chug with
Oh, let's
you.
go! Let's go!
Yeah, we're doing it.
Tomato Town.
Jack, did you see the one picture that was like Commander Shepard and it said like, I lost 10 men in Tomato Town and the world just fucking watched.
Yeah, but is that how long has that meme been making the rounds? Because I saw it
Like
first
last
on
week, maybe?
yeah, I saw it first like a little while ago, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks on a Persona shitpost subreddit. So like I don't know how long that's been in the cultural eye, but now I'm seeing it all
Oh.
over Twitter.
I've
And so,
known
like-
of that about that song for like 3-4 weeks. I knew it before it was like a big beat because Clara shared it in here. Like, yo, this actually slaps. And I was like, wait, this is really this actually
Okay,
really does
Okay,
slap.
this is going to become a smaller podcast episode about American Boy because American Boy is a fucking awesome song. That's why
Right.
it's so good.
Okay, American Boy. No. Part of why it's so good is because American Boy is a fucking awesome song. But also that kid killed the vocals though. Like that kid did go hard on their performance. Like
I mean, I think he did all right, but like some of the
no,
rhymes are
he
pretty
went
weak.
hard. But like
I'm not a big
first,
fan.
I mean the rhymes are pretty good, but I just mean like the vocal, like he's on pitch. He killed the flow. It's just like it's like an all-timer performance for me.
No, I have to disagree.
Damn. Okay, I see how it is.
Sorry.
Okay, so have we gotten to everybody? Can we talk about the lyrics now?
I mean, the overwhelming majority of us feel like this is a really blasé, nothing song. So you're gonna really have to sell us here.
Well, I mean, this is where we just read through and critique the lyrics.
Yeah, okay, well, this is maybe where we can find out that it's not nothing.
I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do. But I continue learning. I never meant to do those things to you.
Okay.
What do we think?
So already we kind of have some deflection.
That's true.
No, I don't think that's... Well, it's not necessarily deflection. I think he's, First,
Yeah,
I feel
he's owning up
like
to
we spend every episode psychoanalyzing the narrator. Just wait until the Bismarcky episode comes out. We're like trying to decide if he's telling the truth or not.
Biz is the most reliable narrator I have ever met in my entire life, God damn it.
And we disagree to a certain extent. But you'll have to wait for the episode to come out to hear that. So,
Yeah.
I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do. Is that like... You're saying that's like deflection?
I'm saying the narrator, just gonna say he, just because I think that makes it easier, and I'm pretty sure that's what this blog
Doug Robb?
identifies as.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep forgetting his name just because it's almost as generic as this song. But, I think it's kind of, he's saying like, oh, I'm messed up. I'm not perfect. Ooh woo. I guess he's owning it up. But
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Yeah, like I think
Hannah
in the song
Montana.
I think he is owning up. But like I do just like on a personal level get bad vibes when people try to like be like, oh well, I'm not perfect or blah blah perfect when nobody was saying anything about being perfect. But I think that's just a personal like thing that really pisses me off because I've
No, you're
experienced it a
absolutely
lot.
right. I mean, that's like backtracking centrist or conservative kind of rhetoric when they say something like racist or whatever. Like, oh, well, I'm not perfect. I didn't know it was offensive to say the
Or just when you're
N-words.
talking about politics, like, oh, yeah, things are great, but like we can't make things perfect, and it's like that's not the point. But
nobody's perfect.
that so true.
But he continues learning. I think that's
Yeah,
kind of an
that's-
important thing. I've been saying a lot to people and stuff lately that's what makes the difference is, rather than just wallowing in self-pity, it's really important to just pick yourself up and say, I made mistake. I have made many mistakes. I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do.
But you continue learning.
Nice.
But yeah, you need to, take that and move on with your life and be better, because otherwise nothing's ever going to get done. And so I have to say before I go that I just want you to know that's totally filler lyrics, by the way. Like, there's no way that was written on the on the lyric sheet.
Do you think he just spun that one off the dome?
I think he had to have.
Really?
Just because,
I mean,
like,
rhyming go and no.
you
is,
could
like,
improvise this
not-
entire song.
Doug Rap freestyle Sway's when
That would make it a lot more impressive,
Doug
actually.
Robb, what is it? The freshman cipher for Doug Robb.
That's like that fucking Shia LaBeouf freestyle I used to watch before all the shit came out about him. Where like for some reason he's on Sway and he's doing the fucking 5 Fingers of Death and he's just freestyling.
What? Why?
Wait, what? Yeah, and I don't really have a critical. I'd have to rewatch it, which I don't know. But like I remember everybody who was talking about, wow, Shia LaBeouf is so good, and he's so much better than like all these new rappers. And I was like, what?
Oh, is it like Shia LaBeouf like destroys mumble rap or whatever?
Well, he did have a few. He had a shot at Lil Yachty, I think, of course. But he also had like a random ass diss at Soulja Boy in that freestyle. I don't know why. And also, that's like I think Dwayne Brady did a Sway freestyle also.
If you see Soulja Boy as competition, you're at rock bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like punching down on somebody whose career died a decade
Well,
and a
then
half
he
ago.
came back. No, he had the best. Did you not hear that thing on the Breakfast Club where he says that he had the greatest comeback of the year, like 2019 or whatever?
No, what?
Wait,
Why?
what? That was the whole meme. You don't know the meme of Soulja Boy going like Drake? No,
I have no clue what you're
No.
talking about.
that was like a huge bad because I've seen this.
Wait,
It was
wait,
like
hold up. Say, like, what was the inflection again? Like, what?
It's like Drake. Drake. It's just like
I
super.
vaguely remember that kind of.
Yeah. Because he was on. He was on. He was talking about how he had the biggest comeback of like the year because he made a few like singles or something. I don't know, and they were telling him that Tyga. They were saying, "Oh, but Tyga had a better comeback because that was the year Tyga had Taste and all that stuff." And he was like, "What? No, Tyga." And somebody said something about Drake, and then he just gets super mad. And he's like, "Drake," you know.
I think the only reason Soulja Boy would have had a comeback was because of that JonTron video about his game thing.
Yeah. No, I mean that's why. It's because he made the game thing and everything that happened with that.
Soulja Boy says he made Drake.
Oh yeah. He mentions this one song that Drake had back in the day where he does an interpolation of what's happening, you know, where he just like does like the first few lines of that song, but he switches it out for like Drizzy instead of Soulja Boy or whatever. And it's funny because like Soulja Boy like does that on the show, and Shawn Maid is like, "Oh, that's Kiss Me Through the Phone," but it's not Kiss Me Through the Phone. Like Shawn Maid is like, "Oh yeah, I recognize it," but he names the wrong song. But yeah,
Thanks for coming to Soulja Boy Corner.
Okay.
The weekly segment where we check in on Soulja Boy, make sure he's doing it.
Wait, when was that one Vine of Soulja Boy where he was like in Dubai and then he gets his shoes dirty?
I don't know.
Are you a Soulja Boy historian?
No,
Yeah, I
he's
feel
not.
like you've got like this big arc, like you've got a giant trench coat, and you're just walking up to us like, "Hey, want to see some Soulja Boy vines?"
You know, somehow Lido ended up doing a song with Soulja Boy, which is extremely cursed. But what was I gonna? But no, this was like a popular Vine, I think, back in the day. Hold on, where is it? It's just him in Dubai. And it's
How do you know he's in Dubai? Does he say it?
Yeah. He's like, I mean, there's a camel, and he's like, "Yo, Soulja Boy, I'm in Dubai." And it's like, "Shit, I got my Gucci." Like the whole Vine is basically just him being in Dubai, and then he gets his Gucci. Like I think he's wearing Gucci slides or something, and he gets them dirty, and he's like, "Oh shit!" It's just it's a Vine, so it's 7 seconds, and it's just.
Yeah, his shoes did. I mean, do shoes get dirty when you put them in sand?
I don't know, but for some reason this Vine was a thing.
Soulja Boy in Dubai.
I never really liked Vine. I guess I'm the boomer in that case.
I was never a Vine guy.
Elderly.
That's because when Jen and I were little, we rejected modernity.
Damn.
Oh man, I am the oldest out of all of us, aren't I? That's so weird.
I think so. Yes.
If I hadn't made that Carissa's weird, the part about the Vine joke 2 times already, I would have.
Are any of you even 20?
Yeah,
no.
I'm 19, so nah.
I'm also
Yeah.
19.
I am the oldest by like 2
I'm
years.
14.
Okay, I found a reason for me to change who I used to be, a reason to start over new, and the reason is you.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Like every
Damn.
band has written that line.
No,
So
exactly.
there's-
I think that's like I said. You could freestyle that. You could just improvise this entire song.
Yeah,
Yes.
I listened to a Simple Plan album once, and it had these lyrics like 7 times on it.
That's yeah, exactly. I don't understand why this song got so popular, but I guess it's just because it's.
It's because it's like
Got
easy on
that.
the ears. It's kind of like
catchy, yeah.
easy to enjoy.
But like
You
I
just kind of
said,
let it play.
it's your definitive one-hit wonder, adult contemporary radio rock pop hit.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like almost everything we've done so far is very supermarket core-y.
Yeah, we need to pick something that's like weird as shit for one of our episodes.
We need to do a song from Supermarket by Logic.
No, please.
Yes.
No.
We need to do that song on I haven't heard the album, but we need to do the song on it called Bohemian Rhapsody. We need to do that one.
I have heard that album, and it's not even worth talking about.
I'm so intrigued by the title Bohemian Rhapsody. It's
That's
so
a very-
bad.
That song seems sucks.
I'm sorry that I hurt you. It's something I must live with every day. And all the pain I put you through, I wish that I could take it all away.
God.
Okay, wait. I had a point I wanted to make about the chorus.
Okay.
So he's saying that he found a reason for him to change who he used to be,
Mhm.
a reason to start anew, and the reason is presumably her. And is this the person that he did the bad things to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
would
think so.
assume. So does that mean that? Do you think maybe she forgave him for his whatever transgression he caused, maybe hitting her with a car, maybe breaking into her dad's flower shop in the big safe in the back.
He's asking for forgiveness. So I guess what he's
so
trying
he's
to say
saying,
is
he's saying he's gonna change.
he's saying he's going to change. He's like, well, oh, I love you so much that I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah,
Okay, so maybe this is a song about an abuser.
I just want to get laid. Like, come on.
Hey, just show me your Hoobastank. Come on.
God damn it.
I guess, yeah, now I'm kind of thinking of the song in those terms. I guess it's a little.
Yeah,
just
it's a little more sour now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
more
weird because like it
thank
seems like, I mean, it seems like he's saying, "Oh, I'm going. We're not together because of the bad things I did, so I'm gonna get better." But then it's sort of like, "Oh, before I go, I want you to know." Like it's definitely, it kind of seems like he's trying to use it as leverage for something. Like, "Oh, before I go, I want you to know that," or like, "I wish I could take it all away." At the second verse, blah blah. That's why I need you to hear. Because I wish I could. As if he's asking for a chance. It's weird. Like it seems that he's not asking for like a second chance, but at the same time, something's kind of indicate that he is.
He's walking out the door and he's like turning around and being like, "Oh, I'm going."
Yeah,
I'm
she's
really
like gonna break
going."
up with him, and she's like, or he's like, wait, before you go, please, I
Found a
promise I'll.
reason to
Oh
be.
yeah, and also I'm really getting ahead, here. But like in the outro, he says, "I found a reason to show a side of me you didn't know." That really seems like he's trying to prove something to her
Yeah.
because it's about what she knew before. So
Which is, reiterating the whole, like, I can change kind of thing. To
yeah,
change who I used to be. But it's. The only thing here that I can say about this is, like, obviously the lyrics are really generic, and you could say this in, like, one line. And it's been said 1,000 times. And if this was coming from somebody in real life, it would sound so phony bullshit. I just want to have sex with you, kind of. But I feel like just because the song has this grandiosity, it comes across a little more sincere.
Yeah. I think it's like the sweeping chords.
It's that and the violins and stuff.
Yeah, the strings really do it. Where it's like, all right, I'll sit down and have coffee with you, Doug Robb, but you're gonna have to convince me.
So this is like ultimately I'm not trying to change anybody's view on this song, but it turns out that it was actually Doug Robb who was trying to change his ex-girlfriend's view.
Oh.
That's what this is about.
Is this lore?
We've made it rap all the way. I mean, it must be.
Damn.
Right. We've made it rap all the way around. Great. Now, I want to share, before we get into the music video, which will probably be the last main thing we talk about, I want to talk about just some really wacky shit that happened with my buddy Chris, aka Barely March. Any of you familiar with Barely March?
yeah, yes.
I'm not.
This isn't Black Chris, is it?
No. This is not the kid I
Okay.
went to school with. So Barely March is a DIY musician who's still waiting on his second album, but he's a friend of mine, and in like the Barely March server, we goof around and make Hoobastank jokes all the time. And he, in Sharpie, drew Doug Robb on his like knuckles as like knuckle tattoos.
Like DOUGROBB.
Yes, no, exactly like that.
What are the
And we made them
thumbs?
emojis. So
Wow.
there's Doug, there's Rob, and there they are together.
Yeah.
Do you have a high quality PNG that Dawson could put in?
Yeah, I can probably fetch those. I'll find them. But the more important thing is, I got an email a couple weeks. This would have been like the week of Valentine's Day. So, do you guys know what Riot Fest is?
I've heard of it, but I'm not sure exactly.
It's just a fest
What?
for a bunch of like that sort of alt rock emo kind of.
Oh, is
sound.
that the thing that had Barely March and like a bunch of other people?
No. I mean, like this is like a big festival.
Oh yeah.
Like
Okay,
I mean,
it's
like
not what
you
I'm
would go.
thinking. Oh yeah. Okay.
I went
it's
to
not-
Riot Fest a couple of years ago and saw like
didn't you go
Flaming
with
Lips
Mom?
did Yoshimi all the way. No, I saw it on my own.
Oh,
This
no.
was like this is what I went to Chicago for.
Hmm.
I saw the Flaming Lips did Yoshimi all the way through, and they had like the Ween set that was like 2 hours, and they did the Mollusk all the way through in the middle of it.
Oh.
But I also I saw Jawbreaker, Blink-182 did a set, but I skipped them to see Jawbreaker. Streetlight Manifesto did a set, all these really, cool bands, but they also invite bands like, Hoobastank. I got an email from Riot Fest because I'm on the mailing list just from, buying a ticket. And this is what it. Now, I want you to show all of these things on screen, Dawson, so people aren't as clueless. But this is what it. This is what the email this says. Tonight is your chance to go on a date with Hoobastank. If you ever wanted to spend an evening with Hoobastank, prepare yourself for. That was the email
God.
intro. And I was like, well, I need to know what this
Wait,
says.
what am I preparing myself for? What was the rest of the email?
This is what it is. It is an
Oh,
evening with Hoobastank. Prepare yourself
virtual
for a virtual
dinner
dinner
date?
date with
Oh my
Hoobastank.
You can't do this.
Share a romantic candlelit dinner with Doug and Dan. They'll eat spaghetti with you, share relationship advice, and even compete against fans in virtual speed dating. Click here for full details. So this was Friday, February 12th. Okay, yeah. So last month, I tuned into this just to watch it, and I didn't even realize that independently of me, because I had made a joke about this earlier in the day, Chris tuned into the stream. And, I've got some delicious details to share from that.
Please do.
Okay, wait, before you do that really quick, I don't know if this is a reference to maybe a deep cut Hoobastank song, but at the bottom it says, "Is a date with Hoobastank better than nothing?" I guess we'll find out. See you soon.
I actually do think that is really funny if it is a reference, but it just goes over most people's heads because they've only heard the one song.
Yeah. But it just kind of sounds like, I mean, is it better than nothing? I don't know.
So here's what it was two of the members of the band. I've got some screenshots. It's two of the members of the band eating spaghetti dinner, wearing those like middle school tuxedo t-shirts.
Wow.
Oh my
Really,
god.
very good.
And they were taking people's
Doug,
questions.
can you please say poggers? It would make my nephew's day.
But then toward the end of it, they did a little competition for speed dating, and they would do the thing for Instagram Live where they would invite people to talk with them. And so Chris got to do a speed date with them, and they asked him all these questions to see how compatible he was with the band. And then they asked him trivia questions to see how big of a fan he was.
Oh god.
And he ended up with one of the last questions was fill in the blank. They just don't make blank like they used to. And he was like, I know the answer to this question. It's basketball shorts. And they were surprised.
Oh, no way.
No, but here it gets even better because he had the nut tats ready to go.
Oh no.
So he showed them. That's them looking down at the phone in disbelief because he's showing them the nut tats. And at the end, because he won the trivia championship, they declared him an honorary member of Hoobastank.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. I also want to highlight MS Muckle MU, which says they're not tattoos. Nice try.
Nice
not
try.
A real Hoobastank fan.
Sorry, liberals, this isn't a real tattoo.
This is the future liberals want.
Yes.
Is to join Hoobastank.
And
I don't know how effectively we can show a video, but there is screen captured video from that stream of them declaring Chris Berrymarch the honorary member of Hoobastank, and here's that. So that made me immeasurably happy watching that all go down.
Dawson, here's what I want you to do. I want you to play that right now.
Well, all right, Chris, you are the winner and honorary member of the band. Next time we're rolling through Long Island, get a hold of us somehow.
And then I guess you can just cut this part and I'll play a good clip of the video. And maybe he can also have one of the Hoobastank guys pointing at it or something. I don't know. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I don't want to overexert him, but
no, of course. So beyond that,
I really hope the first trivia question for Hoobastank Trivia Night was name any Hoobastank song. Not
That
the
isn't the reason.
Can't be the reason.
A different one, please.
The reason? No, sorry.
That's
all I know.
We have other songs than that, believe it or not.
The reason too?
Like, did they do Crawling in My Skin? No, that was Linkin Park.
Remember when Smash Mouth would pick beef with anybody, would start beef with anybody on Twitter who said that they were one hit wonder because of Shrek, and they were like, "We have the 12 hit songs," and like people would just tag them on purpose to troll them and say, "Yeah, you're only famous because of Shrek," and it'd say, "Walking in the Sun was a hit before Shrek. We have 12 hit songs."
Walking on the Sun is a good song. I love that song.
My mom did used to play that in the car when I was growing
The
up.
first record kind of goes. I remember there was an interview with Jeff Rosenstock where they asked him if he liked Smash Mouth, and he was talking about Fush You Mang. It's a really good record. He was like 10 out of 10.
I remember once I saw this tweet like from Smash Mouth on Twitter that they were basically like calling out people who were gatekeeping like new rap, and I was like, damn, okay, Smash Mouth, okay.
No, yeah, they go back and forth from being really obnoxious and like, what's the word? I guess actively bad for society and kind of woke. Like they were like on like trans day visibility. They had like Steve Harwell, the guy from the band, holding up a trans flag and saying like, "We support you."
Yeah, no, Steve Harwell's like a cool guy.
But then there's also that video of people throwing bread at them, and he just like he's screaming about how he hates like this festival and he hates everybody because somebody threw a piece of bread at him, and the band behind him is just playing the riff to All Star over and over again. But then, and they also had that festival, or they like played that festival date a couple months ago that was like in protest of masks. It's like, how can you be so woke and so dumb at the same time?
Okay, well, Guy Fieri and Steve Harwell are good friends, so that makes him cool in my book.
Are they actually? Because I know there's the joke that they're the same person.
There was this one really based fact that the first time I saw the video, I thought that was Guy Fieri, but the All-Star video, But there was this really base thing about Guy Fieri, but I can't remember what it was.
He also kind of looks like the one Juggalo from ICP.
Just the one?
Damn.
Well, I mean, you know the one that there's like two the two main guys. One of them has like the Guy Fieri frosted tips.
Oh yeah, right. I remember what it was. That his sister is gay, so he officiated 101 gay weddings in Miami.
Guy Fieri or Steve Harwell?
No, Guy Fieri.
Yeah, because
Guy Fieri is cool
as hell.
So let's talk about the music video to The Reason. Now, I also want to add, this is part of my segue. In that live stream, somebody asked them what the story behind The Reason music video was, and they said the label tried to get them to do a regular, like, love story kind of generic music video, but they were like, well, we wanted it to be completely, ridiculous and different, and the compromise was that we had to have shots of the band playing the song in it, which they didn't want at all. They wanted to do like a cool little short film heist kind of thing. And that's why people are always so confused about the music video. I don't think it's that terribly confusing. I think it's pretty clear what's going on. The second video is confusing.
Yeah, the second video is extremely confusing. I have no idea what the fuck was going on in that. But I think that's the thing with a lot of videos. Like, a lot of videos are kind of confusing to me because you'll have like the shots of the artists playing, and then Actually, there was this one where the first time that I saw it when I was like 14 or something. It's not that it came out when I was 14. It's like an old Maroon 5 song. But I actually thought it was really cool because like halfway through the song to the video, Adam Levine gets up from his chair and leaves and runs down the street. And then when they cut back to the band, he's actually not there singing with them anymore. And I was like, damn, continuity, let's go. It's the video for Won't Go Home Without You, by the way. That's the one it was.
Oh, that song. That's one of the only old Maroon 5 songs I actually think kind of bangs.
I really like their one album that
Songs About Jane.
Call is on. No. It's,
Won't Be Soon Before Long.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a good album, but I still like it.
Okay. I've never heard that one. I've only heard Songs About Jane in full, but I think that album is the one that has Won't Go Home Without You on it.
Yeah, it does.
And that song does go
that and The other, like, they have another pretty early popular one. What is it? Hold on.
Makes Me Wonder and Wake Up Call.
Yeah, Makes Me Wonder and Wake Up Call are on that one.
God, I remember having an old LimeWired version of Wake Up Call. Do you remember that?
What's that?
Do you remember having the old LimeWire version of Wake Up Call
with
where
the guy
like, there
with
was
the
an
acoustic guitar.
there was like an old man with an acoustic guitar singing the second chorus?
Wake up call, touch you in the morning with
I wonder if that version exists online anywhere. Like, if we could find it.
I want to find it.
One of the funniest things that ever happened in my life was I went to a basketball game at the high school that we went to growing up, and they had just like a laptop plugged in to play the music between like, plays or whatever, or like on halftime and stuff. And I was like, it'd be funny if it played like that version that I was used to, and they pirated it, and it fucking did. Like they had Wake Up Call playing, and the old man came on. I was like, what? Fuck.
Man, I didn't experience LimeWire at all growing up, and now I just read shit about it. And I'm like, that must have been wild. Just the experience of like waiting forever to download shit, and then you get like, Soldier Boy instead or whatever the fuck. Like,
the old one, the old
so
big
insane.
meme with LimeWire used to be you'd wait forever to download something, and then it would be
The
the
Bill
speech
Clinton
where Bill
clip?
Clinton,
Yeah,
the Bill
yeah,
Clinton
I know
saying I
that.
did not have sexual relations
Yeah,
with that woman.
I know people do that. I know Soldier Boy would tag Crank That Soldier Boy as other songs. I know Afro Man did the same thing for Because I Got High also.
Oh yeah, I used to get that one all the time.
It's kind of a genius marketing move.
If you could even call it marketing. I mean, if you literally own a pirated copy of the song at that point.
But that gets people talking.
Yeah, that's why.
But I mean, are we still talking about those people?
I mean,
Afro Man?
Soldier Boy,
Bill Clinton? Yeah.
Bill Clinton. Yeah, I like how that implies that Bill Clinton himself was putting that clip.
Everybody has
On LimeWire?
sexual relations with that woman.
Bill Clinton.
He's
I'm
like,
pretty sure
everyone
invented
needs to
LimeWire.
know that Monica Lewinsky and I were not actually having sex.
I just dropped my beanbag down there and I couldn't grab it because of my back, and you know that. My hacky sack, not my beanbag.
Another funny, older kind of, I'm going to say older, and if anyone over the age of like 25 is listening to this, they're going to cringe at me saying that, but like in like early YouTube days before Vivo was a thing, and like people would just have to upload music videos, and a lot of times the company wasn't the one to do that. I remember watching the video for Won't Go Home Without You, but there wasn't like an official upload of it, so it was just some guy who happened to be screen capturing MTV or like recording or something, and it had like the intro from MTV and like a cut into it, and it had like the watermark and everything.
I think I remember that.
Those were the days.
But similar to all this LimeWire shit, this is something that I can never stop thinking about. Is that one time I read this comment from somebody on Hip Hop Heads, and that they were back when I still used to browse Hip Hop Heads, and what they said is, this person said that they pirated Art Angels by Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
And the download that they had in each track at different places. So like, it seemed like, you played the album and you played the first track and it seems like it was fine. And then this would happen. I'm going to say what it is in a second. And then the second, but it was at different places in each track. So that you'd think, okay, maybe it's just the first track. And you'd go to the second track and it would be there too. And what it was is that at a random place in each song, this person had apparently put the clip of Hobson saying, "Did the man who invented college go to college? Okay then." Like at a random place in every single song on this pirated copy of Art Angels by Grimes. And I just think about that all the time.
That's beautiful.
When I was waiting for Igor to come out, like a day or two before it actually dropped, I saw a leak on SoulSeek, and I was like, oh sweet, it leaked. And it was just this dude with like GarageBand beats going, "Hello everybody, I'm Tyler the Creator, and I like to have fun." For like 12 tracks, and like half of them were just made up names because the track list wasn't public until it came out.
I mean, hey, you gotta respect the hustle, right?
That's insane. I love that.
I still have it, I think. I could probably share it after this, but anyway.
And Dawson, I want you to play that clip right now.
Yo, everybody, I'm Tyler the Creator, and I am here to say today that I like to have fun.
Yeah.
So the music video for for the Reason is like a heist kind of with a bunch of plot twists, but the sequel's even more confusing because you've got all these people. I didn't even realize what was going on until I like looked up
Yeah.
the Wikipedia page. I guess they're like hosting auditions for the.
But at the same time, they're running away from the police.
But at the same time, they're running from the police, and at the same time, Doug Robb is getting interrogated by the cops. And then it turns out he's not actually getting interrogated. He's getting assigned to go infiltrate the band as an undercover cop.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could be the undercover cop that finally brings down Hoobastank.
Which sucks because fuck 12. Now I
Hate to see
can't like this song.
Hate to see it.
But in the beginning, when they're having people trying out for the band, it's Joel Madden from Good Charlotte, Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, and Kanye West from Kanye West. Now, what I want to know is, where's the caveman? So how did they get Kanye West
Ooga booga.
in this in 2004?
That was peak Kanye, wasn't it?
I mean, not peak Kanye, but that was when he just rose to prominence. That was when, like, he had all the hype behind him, and then College Dropout came out, and he delivered on it.
What about?
This was like pink polo
Yeah.
Kanye. I think he's wearing a polo in the video.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about Graduation, but that was 2005.
That was 07, and that was
Is this
not.
around the same time that he did the This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race remix?
That was around Graduation. That was 07.
Rhyme Graduation. I remember just staring for a very long time at the album art for Graduation because our mom had the CD and she would always play it in the car, and I remember staring at it and just like still not understanding what the fuck it's all about.
Well, I mean, you realize that's like the third in a trilogy. Do you like know
Yeah.
that now? College Dropout, Late Registration, and Graduation.
I didn't know that. Oh, do they all
Yeah,
have
it's
like
like-
cool art?
They all
Well,
have
no, but
bears on the
they're-
cover.
well, I mean, yeah, but they're not all in that visual style at all. The other ones are like pictures, like photographs.
Well, the second one is a painting.
Isn't that a picture of the bear?
I thought the second one was a
No,
Late
no, because
Registration.
I remember seeing that they went to an actual college to take that picture for Late Registration.
Oh no, I guess that's a real picture, huh?
The guy in the bear costume is Kanye. Because if you look at the back,
Oh, yeah, on the back of College Dropout, it's Kanye in the costume.
yeah,
okay.
like it's Kanye sitting with the bear head taken off, and he's like,
Well,
in
I'm
the
I'm
costume.
on Wikipedia just looking at the album cover. So, and then
A
we
Late
got Late
Registration.
Registration, which is like the same bear except it's not a costume. It's like a CGI clay model.
Yeah, it's like CGI model of the
Okay,
bear.
so I guess the picture's real, but the bear isn't.
opening doors, and there's
Yes,
like
yeah.
you
That
know.
makes sense.
Okay, well that's Graduation Corner.
I just want to know how they got Kanye West in this video. Like, maybe because I guess maybe the Reason was like one of the biggest songs in the country. When did College Dropout come out? Like, I know it was the same year, but was it like a couple months prior? What year is
That
it?
was
Jackie, cut it up.
2004, so that was February 10th, 2004.
February. Okay, yeah.
It's like how Kanye West is randomly in Anchorman 2
He just
at
shows
the
up.
end. Yeah.
I guess they were just both really popular artists, and it was like, what if you were in there? That maybe crossover potential. Maybe that was what they were hoping for.
Maybe. I
Except
think
they
that's-
weren't
I
as
think so.
popular as Lil Wayne. Just a little bit shy.
I don't get it.
They were number 2.
It was Usher, not Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it was
Usher.
Usher.
God,
Yeah,
you-
Lil Wayne was what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, why did I bring up? Oh yeah, because Lil Wayne was on No Love. That's why I brought. Because
Okay.
Lil Wayne was on No Love.
I have not listened to any of those people. Not Lil Wayne, not Usher. Well, probably Usher, but
You need to. Lil Wayne's verse on Smuckers by Tyler the Creator is like the greatest thing of all time. But
The greatest
you
thing?
know,
up to
Yeah.
up to 07, Lil Wayne's good. Up to and including though.
yeah. Well, he still drops some good stuff sometimes, but then a lot of it is very not good. Also,
I still haven't sat down and listened to the entire Carter 5 because it's so long. But what I did hear of it was good, at least. But like Carter 3, it might just be nostalgia, but goddamn, Carter 3 is a good record.
God, I remember like when it was so insane because Carter 5 was like the joke. It's what like so many albums that were like the whole joke was that they were never gonna come out.
Oh,
Came
like
out.
yeah, Retox or Detox.
No, because Detox never came out though.
Well, Detox never came out, and then it became. I was thinking of the Justin Pearson band Retox. No, yeah, Detox never came out, and
Detox isn't competent.
Oh, it's a
There's
different
no
thing.
context. Yeah, because Dr. Dre, when Dr. Dre dropped content, he said Detox is canceled Compton. But now he's been talking about dropping Detox. He's been talking about Detox again for like a couple years now. Like it's a separate project from Compton. But anyway, yeah. But like Carter 5 was on the same level as Detox, as in like the album that people always joked about that would never come out. And then that came out, and people always used to joke about the J Electronica album, and fucking that came out. Like it's crazy.
Oh, and then the J Electronica. Not only did he drop a new album, but he also the album that got scrapped dropped too.
Yeah, also dropped. But that's not. It was a Tidal exclusive, but now it's not even on Tidal. They took it down from Tidal. It's not there.
The fucking Tidal exclusive. What?
Jeez. Whatever happened to Tidal?
Life of Pablo was a Tidal exclusive for a while. Remember that?
Oh, Kanye got sued by somebody because he said that it was gonna only be on Tidal forever. They would never come to anywhere else, and so people subscribed to Tidal because of that. And then he went to, and then he eventually put it on other streaming platforms. And I remember there was like a lawsuit against him because of that. People were like, "Oh, you trick people into subscribing to Tidal."
I guess I think my first download was like using a Tidal free trial whenever that album first came out. And then I was like, oh, if I download it, it's not like full quality on a free trial. Time to go to Pirate Bay.
Yeah, it wasn't like The Life of Pablo got pirated an insane amount of times, right? I don't remember how many times. I mean, I know that he has like a line about that on Saint Pablo, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't remember when this was, like I think it was in like 2017 or something. Tidal did a thing for like the 12 days of Christmas where you could do a free trial, like no strings attached. Like you didn't even have to enter your credit card information or anything. You could just do a free trial there. And so I did it because my mom, when I was growing up, she wouldn't like do the free trial for anything. So,
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
But and so I did the free Tidal trial that one time. So I could listen to Watch the Throne. Is what I did. Oh, and also Watch the Throne. And at the time, this is only going to mean something to Babbitt. Do you know? Oh wait, I think Babbitt knows about Pretty Girls and Gray Sweaters. But Pretty Girls and Gray Sweaters, like that's the first time I heard that. I couldn't find it anywhere else, and so I got Tidal so I could listen to Watch the Throne and Pretty Girls and Gray Sweaters.
Based.
Two very similar albums.
Yes.
Yes.
What award is that? Okay, so I know I just posted a picture of which I think this is like on the level to me as like Death Grips with Robert Pattinson and Beyonce. This is the two main guys from Hoobastank with Kanye West and Avril Lavigne holding.
It's a very powerful image.
Holding awards. I think like they look like. No, they're not Golden Globes, but they're not Grammys. What are they?
VMAs?
Oscars?
Oh, they might be VMAs actually, because they're not Oscars.
No, I'm pretty sure Kanye only wins
Let me
Oscars.
look up what a VMA looks like.
I think they're Tonys.
What do VMAs look like? Okay.
Kanye's going for an EGOT.
No, like the actual award. Google Images. Oh no, the VMAs look like the fucking the astronaut from. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what award that is.
Wait, is that the? No, hold on.
Because it's not like.
Because it looks like a soccer ball with their whole.
I think I got one of those at my middle school science fair.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, actually, I remember it was weird, but Kanye and Avril were there, and they did beat me with a baking soda volcano.
Damn.
Just barely, though.
Wait. No, okay. It looks like a World Cup trophy.
I don't think Avril Lavigne won the World Cup, at least not when Hoobastank was still popular.
No, she got eliminated in the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She personally, they took her off the team. You're a loose cannon.
She made everything too complicated.
Damn.
Yeah,
we all knew that one was coming.
Get it!
Maybe you should do complicated next.
I actually thought about that. Because we haven't featured any.
Did you know that Smash Mouth was like my favorite song growing up when I was a boy?
Not All Star, but Smash Mouth.
All Star was my favorite song, yeah.
I remember you saying a lot of good about it.
I loved it.
I didn't know it was your favorite.
Well, I mean, like when I was really little.
I know that the chain smoking old man from Kids Bop sang that one, and it was the
You got
very
the
first song.
Chainsmokers on Kids Bop?
Yeah, it was the very first song on the very first Kids Bop CD.
Kids Bop is so weird because, like, in the early ones, the kids didn't even do the singing. I thought that was the whole gimmick.
What's that one screenshot here about like 60% kids and 40% bop? That's a like greatest hits comp or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, where is that?
Hold on. It's fucking. They have the fucking cuddle wheel. My mouse has turned into the cuddle wheel. This is unfair. It's like that Malcolm in the Middle theme song. Life is unfair. Oh, there we go. Wait, we should do an episode on the Malcolm in the Middle theme song.
Yes.
Hey man,
Yeah.
anything about They Might Be Giants? Let me in there.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Same. I sent it. I found it. I sent it in the chat. There it is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the kids are only 5% of these covers. The other 95% must be the bop.
Dawson, I want you to put. Yeah, you know what, Dawson? Put
that
this one in,
on the
but
screen.
invert the colors.
Why?
Rare limited edition. It's like the new Black Country album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't that make it like White Country New Road?
Country road.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of, like yes and no, because the cover art is mostly bright and whites. So when you're inverting it, you're really getting you're unlocking the true Black Country New Road.
Damn.
Only real fans. Anyway, we've gone on way too long, and I think we've kind of said all there is to say. So let's just final thoughts.
It sucks. That's it.
I
That's all
think it's okay. It's nothing to write home about, though.
All right. Is that it, or
Write home about it. Tell your parents.
Yeah.
When you're away at space camp, the reason is a good song.
And tell your parents about One Track Hivemind also. Right home to your
yeah?
parents.
Tell
Yeah.
your parents about the track
Follow
I
us
mine.
on Twitter at @1 track Hivemind.
Yes, that is correct, Jen. I think
NeoCities.
it'll all be linked in like the
Craigslist.
description of the video if you'll want to follow.
You can find me on Animal Jam.
Oh, wait, what? You used to play. God, I used to play Animal Jam.
I never actually played Animal Jam. I'm sorry. I don't lie to you.
Habbo Hotel.
I keep trying to tell people about Animal Jam, and nobody knows.
My sister
pain.
plays Animal Jam, or used to all the time.
Bro, I grew up on that shit. God, I have so many fucking memories on Animal Jam.
We're recording this on Wonder Egg Tuesday, so I need to go watch the new episode because I've been in class for like 5 hours.
Okay.
And then came straight to recording.
First, I think it's customary to let your guests plug when they're guests. So
Yes.
I stream on Twitch if anybody wants to come. I mean, I'm pretty sure that anybody that would watch my stream would be people that are in Jen's circles because like I don't move in any Discord circles. So if anybody's listening to this and likes my twisted brand, my dark predilections,
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
my beautiful dark twisted fantasy, twitch.tv/ what is it? Bippo the Clown, I think. I think I'm Bippo
What is
the
my Twitch
I think
channel name?
Bippo. It's either Bippo the Clown or Bippo Charleston.
It's the
Bippo-
needle drop, right? Your Twitch channel is.
Twitch.tv/the
It's, yeah, it's twitch.tv/ Anthony Fantano.
I have seen the streams. I would recommend go
Bippo Charles.
follow and drop a sub, drop a follow. I don't know, whatever.
I have 9 whole followers, so
Yo, let's go.
yeah.
Do you have like half a follower also sitting around? Just like.
It's Bippo Charleston.
Yeah, Bippo Charleston.
All right, Dawson, do a lot of editing. That'll be.
Dawson, I want
Yeah.
you to put a really tiny frog in the bottom left corner of minute 47:53. All right?
Please do that.
And stop.